And the Oilers looking to end their road trip on a high note.
And really in a game that had no impact on the standings. This one was more about pride. It was a heated battle the last time the Oilers met the Blues, and they continued that into tonight's game. And they really didn't waste much time either. Teemu Hartikainen splits the D. He can't beat Jaroslav Halak, though. And then the Boxers came to work. First, Jim Vandermeer and Cam Janssen went toe-to-toe after almost 2 minutes this one ended. And on the very same stoppage, Theo Peckham and Ryan Reeves throwing the knuckles. This one a much shorter affair. On to the second, Magnus Piarvi's breakout pass lands right on TJ Oshie's stick. He snaps it home, Blues up 1-0. Now in the third St. Louis power play, Matt D'Agostini walks in, he picks his spot, and it just trickles through. 5-hole, 2-zip. Halfway through another Blues PP, Nikolai Habibulin is sharp on the first one. Not so lucky the second time. Chris Stewart nets his 23rd. A few minutes later, Jeff Petrie passes right to Kevin Shattenkirk. He feeds Adam Cracknell a perfect one-timer. And they're up by 4. Disappointing loss for the Oilers, ending their 2-game road trip winless. So 4-0 is the final. Jaroslav Halak gets the shutout. He was only tested 12 times tonight. The Oilers avoided their team-tying record for fewest shots in a game. That record is 11 and was set against Boston in 1989 and tied against St. Louis in 1999. Elsewhere, a highly anticipated game between the Habs and the Bruins. Boston wanted to put naysayers in their place. Third period, 3-0 Bruins, odd man rush. David Krejci sets up Nathan Horton for his second of the game. Habs never showed up for this one. It was 7-0. Leafs and Avalanche 1-0 Avs. Nikolai Kuhlman ties it up. And in the midst of headshot discussions, Mike Komisarek delivers a blow to Mark Oliver. Leafs win it 4-3. Oil Kings doing everything possible to build support for their playoff run. $40 will get you a seat at every home playoff game. Quite a deal, considering you could have a maximum dozen at Rexall. And doing his best to make sure they get the minimum 2 is Red Deer keeper Darcy Kemper. The likely league most valuable player can win the series all by himself.
Edmonton, they've played us tight all year. We won 5 out of 6, but they're all pretty tight games, close games, and they've worked hard every time that we've played them. So we have a lot of respect for them, and we expect it to be a battle the whole way.
The only hitch in Kemper's game could be his lateral movement. It's so bad that no one in the league has yet to take advantage of it since struggling in last year's playoffs.
I'm a year older, more confident. I've learned by trial and error along the way, and also with that being said, obviously the team's been amazing this year.
Kemper versus the Oil Kings starts tomorrow at 7:30. A shocker for the U of A football team early this morning. Longtime head coach Jerry Friesen walked into a 6:30 a.m. team meeting and said, "I'm done.
I want to see, we're just going with the 3-man rush. Run it 10.
All Friesen would say in a release is that it's time to pursue other opportunities. Acting Director of Athletics Vang Ionettes declined to comment on whether Friesen was paid out for the final year of his contract. Assistant coach Jeff Steed admitted he didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it was quite a shock.
Emotional morning, were you there for it?
Yeah, I was there. It definitely was an emotional morning. Jerry's been here for going into his 11th season. I've been with him going into my 4th season. So, yeah, the relationship, it's tough.
36 wins and 40 losses since 2001 and 2 trips to the conference championship, but the Bears never seem to reach their full potential. No plans on a successor yet, but Steed is likely one option to replace the man who hired him 3 years ago.
I've never met a guy that's more professional, that cared about his athletes as much, and I think that showed this morning with the emotion with the players.
As for the head coach of the Bears hockey team, Eric Thurston finally knows their first opponent at Nationals in New Brunswick. The Canada West champs will take on St. Francis Xavier Friday morning at 11. Then it's McGill Saturday in the semifinal.
FX took UNB to Game 5. They won in UNB won in overtime. I know how strong McGill is. They had such a great regular season and then coming here. So yes, I would agree. Almost the pool of death.
The good news is the Bears are ranked number 3, so not the huge pressure to win their 14th Canadian title. And nothing against all those fine hockey players, but the most celebrated athlete in Alberta this week is a Chinese gymnast named Zhang Yuyuan. She's the #2 female gymnast on the planet right now after winning silver at Worlds. She'll headline the Triple Flip Wild Rose International Invitational this weekend at the Edmonton Expo Centre.
This is not just a local meet. This is top level. The gymnastics. The finals on Sunday are going to be, a great show.
Are you just like the Canadians, kind of chasing the Chinese gymnasts and trying to match them?
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're like the top gymnasts here, I think, so definitely chasing them.
The strong Canadian contingent will be led by Edmonton's own Kristen Clarenbach, a 17-year-old who works hard to stay healthy.
Lots of chiropractor appointments, but
How does your body hold up?
going to the chiropractor and physio, it's good. It helps a lot, but if I didn't, I don't think it would be so good right now.
It's a sacrifice of time and body for these amazing athletes. And still no evidence that the Eskimos GM Eric Tillman understands what a day off is. His latest signing is big play kick returner Brandon James. In 2007, James helped the Florida Gators win a national championship versus Ohio State. He got in 3 games last season with the Indianapolis Colts, racking up nearly 200 yards in returns in 1 game versus San Diego. And if you've always thought you've had what it takes to turn pro, now is your time to really shine. The Edmonton Energy say bring it on this Saturday at Harry Ainley. It's open tryouts for the Energy and other International Basketball League teams. It goes from 10 until noon and 1 till 3 and will cost you $80. Contact GM Rick Stanley at gmrick@edmontonnrg.com. Team Canada's Amber Holland continues to lead her team down the right path. The Saskatchewan Skip beat Korea 9-2 and defending champion Germany 8-6. That means Holland will take on the Swiss in a tiebreaker for the final playoff spot tomorrow morning at 7 over on TSN. Not only can he talk the talk, but he can walk the walk.
See.
Oh yeah, we'll win the RBC, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Bang, just like that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was Spruce Grove Saint defenseman Felix Antoine Poulin predicting very good things for his team this spring. Well, so far so great. Saints are in the league final after sweeping their first 2 series. They now wait for the winner between Camrose and Okotoks.
Gotta love his confidence.
It's gutsy. It's gutsy to say that, but good luck.
Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him now and inspire that other team. All right, stay with us.